guys, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for joining me. I hope you guys are doing amazing and having just an amazing day. So today I kind of wanted to do a story time with you, and there's a lesson to it. Hopefully you'll get to the end of it to see what I'm trying to get my point across, but I just wanted to share a story with you. So basically back in 2018, my family and I decided to go on a cruise. It was actually my grandmother, a milestone birthday for my grandmother, so my family wanted us to celebrate together and we wanted to go on a cruise together. So in 2018 we organized a trip together. Hopefully I have the right date. I believe it was 2018. So we organized a cruise for her birthday, a milestone birthday, and we had family that came from all over the world to join us for that cruise. It was such an amazing experience. That was actually my first time going on a cruise, and I learned so much. I didn't realize like being on certain parts of the ships actually made you feel different things, and just a lot of different things that I learned that for me that was just an amazing trip and something that I wanted to experience more. Actually, last year we wanted to experience that again, and obviously with everything that happened last year, we know that no traveling, nothing to that resort was happening because of COVID, obviously. Anyway, so my point was to say that it was just an amazing trip and I really enjoyed myself. I wouldn't necessarily say that I'm claustrophobic, but one of the biggest things for me, not knowing anything about a cruise, was like, we need to do a balcony room because I might not go out there because I'm afraid of heights, but just to have that ability to just get fresh air and to have that openness, I really pushed to have a room with a balcony because it does cost a bit more for balcony rooms. So that was one of my thing, and that was one of the best decisions that I ever made in regards to going on that trip, a balcony room. I don't know when that lifestyle or that world will become available again for people to go on cruises, but I really hope that it makes a comeback. I don't know what that world would look like potentially, but it was just an amazing time, just really, really great. For me, I'm an early morning riser, so getting up in the mornings early isn't like a huge thing for me or a big thing for me because I pretty much get up early like all the time. So anyways, being on the cruise, I would get up early in the morning times, and oh my god, like I would get up early in the mornings and I would go onto the balcony and I would sit down and I would look into the clouds, into the sky. It was the most peaceful, serene, I don't even know words can describe what it felt like. Just being on that balcony, just being able to talk to God, connect to God, pray, read my Bible. I literally felt that he was there and that he was listening to me, and that connectivity. It was by far the most amazing thing that I've ever experienced in my life. And just being able to see the sunset or the sunrise and even the sunset, like it was so amazing. And I say all this to say that you have to find your place of where you find peace. And when I think of peace, I think of that moment in time where I felt like I connected with God in a sense that was unimaginable. Like just being able to get up in the mornings and have conversations where I felt like we were so connected that I could actually hear the things that he was saying because I was in a stillness, I was in a peace. That, what to me, was priceless. I would say for anybody, find your peace, find where you get the most peace and invite God into that situation or into that circumstance, into that place. And I'm going to use my case for an example. Obviously, I can't recreate being on a cruise, but what I did the other day was I actually went on YouTube and I found a video with the girl. I'm not sure she actually did recent travel. I don't know how she would have been able to do that with everything that's going on in the world, but it was a video and she was in an island, Jamaica, big up to Jamaica. But she was looking out on the sunrise and just the beauty of like the ocean and water. And in that moment, it transformed me back into that scenario of me being on that cruise and on that balcony. And I just felt so at peace. I felt tranquility. And I went back to like my little private place, and I then got into the word and I got into God and I just started talking to him and just speaking with him and just connecting my peace and bringing him into that zone. Again, it gives you a comfort. It gives you a peace like no other, and it gives you the ability just to hear him because you're quiet and you're still, and it just allows you, your body allows you to listen, right? So I just say to you, find your peace and bring God into that space and connect with him in that space. Another example, obviously, again, a video might not work for some people, but again, I'm just specifically looking at my scenario. And I would say even getting pictures of that, like finding a zone or a place in your house where you can put pictures, or just of the water, of sunrise, sunsets, affirmations, whatever it might be, and just surrounding yourself in that zone. And then again, inviting God into that zone just to speak with you and just to be in that presence. I found for me that week on that cruise, or just in that moment of peace, um, I was able to even walk in alignment with like my purpose. I was able to, I think after that, I decided on a business plan that I wanted for myself, and that actually came from that, And again, the other day when I just went back into that zone where I watched that video and I got my mind back into that zone and I connected with God, it just revealed things to me. It showed me things. So I would just say, find your peace and bring God into that space and just let him speak with you, let him reveal things to you. And I'm not saying that God only comes to you in a place of peace, but I feel like when you're at peace, it puts you in a stillness, which gives you the ability to hear. And I know a lot of times people say, like, how do you know that you're hearing from God? I think or believe that it's sort of like, your parents or anyone else. It's like when you have a relationship, when you have a connection with somebody, you know their voice, you know who it is, and you know how to determine that. And that's why I say it's so important to get into the word, because if you live your life by the word, or if you're in the word, when things come up or you're like, is that God? You'll know if it's God because he doesn't go against his word, right? Um, so again, I hope that helps somebody. I hope my point gets across of what I was trying to say in regards to just finding your peace. And if you're not able to recreate something, obviously, that again, I can't create the moment on that cruise ship, but finding creative ways of doing it so that you're in that zone of, peace, obviously in a safe way with everything that's going on, but just finding that place in your house where you're able to create that moment, create that atmosphere where you can bring God into that place and into that moment, right? For connectivity. So again, I hope you guys have an amazing day. I hope that you were able to get the point that I was trying to make in regards to that. And again, drop your comments below of like a place, or what gave you the most peace, a situation, a scenario that brought you to a stillness and just gave you the most peace. Again, you can always connect with me on Instagram at Katie Pop Secrets, or at Spiritually Faithful, where we have motivational tools that we post pretty much every day, just for you to walk in alignment with the things God has called you to do and for you. Anyways, have an amazing day, and I will see you guys soon. Bye, guys.